Crippin came from Texas, man. I know goddamn well ain't no Crippin came from to stop playing with me. I did that for them niggas that's barking, that's throwing stones. I'm just gonna throw some shit back in. And then guess what? It look like it worked. You throw a bone in the earth, dog will catch it.
So the last time we left off, right, with this OG Percy situation, he insinuated that Cali got that Crippin from the South because of Tookie Williams was born in Louisiana or whatever, right? Know what I'm saying? So he faced a lot of heat on the internet. Check this out.
There was so many Hoover podcasts, from the Milk Sevenfolds to the Spider Lokes.
That's what I don't understand, bro. How y'all gonna both be claiming Fidels Hoover, one claiming Hoover Crip Gang, and the other one claiming Hoover Criminal Gang, but in Los Angeles, where the Fidels has originated. They are Hoover Gangsta Crip. It seems like y'all lost down there.
They got their Crippin from us.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
On my mama, in my 30 plus years of being very closely affiliated with this Crippin, I ain't never heard nan near older than me ever refer to Texas. However, every Texas Crip that I ever heard open their mouth anywhere, they gonna mention California. And I know he ain't. Is Percy from a Hoover? Everybody claiming Hoover, no matter where they from. They not claiming it like Chicago from Larry Hoover. They claiming Hoover Street, just west of Figueroa. What are you talking about? Let's let him build. He just blew my mind. I gotta give him another one.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of podcasters.
Yeah, so I made a video too. You know what I'm saying? Check that video about OG Percy video. This is a part 2 to follow up. I had to get on OG Percy head too. He was saying some wild shit, you feel me? But he back, got something else to say. So let's check out what OG Percy got to say on the situation now that everybody there responded.
Wrong. I understand.
Well, I would take it wrong too, because that is wrong.
Correct. I feel like you were more so referencing the mentality.
Well, let me say this like this. What if I tell you they ain't gonna believe me when I'm saying it, because the way I said it then, I was being sarcastic because I had stones at my window. So I just drive through some out there, some dry shit. You see how dry that shit was? Tookie Williams run Crippin. Man, cuz that's impossible. I read the book 3 times. How the I not know the rules by now?
Black Rage, Blue Redemption.
Black Rage, Blue Redemption. How do I not know the book by backwards? I know that Tookie was born down there in Louisiana. No, he wasn't even goddamn me Crippin by then. He was just a problem child in Louisiana. By the time he got down there, you understand me, when Raymond Washington took him in under the Crip. I remember when they went to the bench. Man, I was a Buddha nigga. I was Tookie right hand man. If I knew, don't nobody mention Buddha, do they? Well, who is Buddha? You know who Buddha is? You know who Buddha is? Too? Well, Buddha, matter of fact, I don't know nothing about Cali.
Now, he the one to tell y'all who Buddha is. Now, I could tell y'all who Buddha is. And the people from the South, y'all gonna love this story too. First of all, Buddha is the man behind the blue flag. Buddha is the reason why the Crips wear the blue flag. And when y'all find out what Buddha from the South, y'all gonna love this story too, because he Buddha from the South too. That's why we telling y'all, down south, we all supposed to be as one people. Everybody from California, its roots come from the South, and that's just real. So that's why when we tell y'all this how we moving it, we expect y'all to move it the same way we moving it, and not separate it as Cali politics and Texas politics or Southern politics, because we all come from the same bloodline. Now check this story out about Buddha, since OG Percy didn't break it down. Check out this Kev Mac video. It's gonna show you Buddha, his origins from the South, and how he came to the West Coast. Check it out.
Curtis Buddha Morrow was born in Tennessee on September 23rd, 1954. At some point during his early years, he migrated over 1,850 miles west to Los Angeles, where he lived with his grandmother on 105th Street, a street that would later become known as 10-5 Gangsta Crips turf. In 1971, Buddha attended Washington High School. To some, he was considered a bully, but to others, he was highly respected and loved. He left a lasting impression on everyone he encountered. In Tookie's book, Buddha is described as 5 foot 8 inches tall, 180 pounds, stocky, with a baked brown complexion. His almond-shaped eyes would tighten when he was intoxicated. One night, Tookie's girlfriend Bonnie threw a party in her mother's garage on 106th Street. That night, Bonnie introduced Tookie to two feared neighborhood figures, Monk, short for Monkey Man, the founder of Underground Crips, and Curtis Buddha Moreau. They weren't invited. They crashed Bonnie's party, scaring some of her friends away. Tookie described Buddha and Monk as having a vicious reputation as a tag team. They wanted in on the circle of friends, and from that night on, Buddha and Tookie became inseparable.
Now, from this moment on, Tookie and Buddha grew inseparable. Buddha was Tookie's right-hand man. And you see the picture, they kind of look alike, right? They both got that same kind of look. Short, stocky, chinky eyes. You know what I'm saying? Now listen to Mom Deuce.
Warlock, well, Buddha and Tookie was really close. Buddha was, they became very close. That was probably the closest person to him before, Erskine. Erskine was the closest. And I don't know what happened with him and Erskine. I don't know what happened, where they fell off at. As I got older and think back, I believe Erskine was going a different direction, chose to go in I'm tired. He saw where this was headed, and he kind of...
His name kind of fades out the mix.
Exactly. Then, after Erskine, him and Buddha became close.
Now, for the out-of-state gang members, and we're going to get back on OG Percy in a second, but for the out-of-state gang members, especially the Hoovers, y'all got to understand, especially the Hoovers, y'all was Hoover Groovers before y'all was Crips. You know what I'm saying? The Hoover Groovers was actually formed before the Crips. Actually formed, right? So y'all gotta understand why the Hoovers take their program so deep, because it's Hoover before everything, and y'all all supposed to be one. Now check this clip out. That prove that. Watch this.
In 1972, San Diego summer camp was terminated. Things had gotten out of hand when Lil Chocolate, a member of the Hoover Groovers, was murdered. The mysterious killing of Chocolate and the shootings of other Hoover Groovers were blamed on the West Side Crips, but mainly on one person, Buddha. Buddha was arrested for at least 2 murders, but released because of insufficient evidence. The West Side Crips were ambushing the Hoover Groovers regularly, but neither Buddha nor any West Side Crips claimed the killing of Chocolate. Little Chocolate, whose government name was Noel Willingham, was killed in gang violence at Locke High School, October the 9th. By 1972, tensions between the West Side Crips and the Inglewood Chain Gang had reached a boiling point.
Now, you see how important it is to know your history when you bang it out of state, right? So you see, OG Percy said he Buddha. But if he really was laced up right, as a Hoover, you don't want to say you Buddha. Buddha was HK. Buddha was laying down Hoovers. You know what I'm saying? So this is why we say, like, lace up, get your program. It's deeper than what y'all think. And we just want y'all to stick to uniform, stick to politics. And we ain't telling y'all nothing wrong. We just telling y'all how it is. What's the saying? Any truth, anything that's truthful and factful can't be considered disrespect. So Buddha, who took you right-hand man, he was HK. But y'all wouldn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Unless you knew the history. And then for the out-of-state Hoovers, see y'all see. The Hoover Groovers was beefing with the West Side Crips before they even came Crips. Make you wonder how they even became Crips. I guess they succumbed to the influence eventually. And then I guess that's why some went back to this Hoover criminal, right? Because it's always just being beef with the Crips as Hoover since the origin, before and after they came Crip.
I only got one question for the Cali niggas. Why nobody didn't say nothing then? Where was all of this right here going on when the Crippin was on fire? Where was all the politics at? Now
That's a good question. That's a good question, OG Percy. But what you gotta understand is that worked both ways. You gotta stay tapped in and take two to communicate. Somewhere the communication must have broke off. I think it broke off between the first generation and the second generation. I think the first generation came, laid it down, didn't lace everybody right, but enough for niggas to connect and do their thing, and then you know what's happening in these trenches, right? So niggas gonna be going to jail and niggas gonna be dying, right? So it never was a second major wave of Cali generation to keep it cracking. It wasn't needed to be, because the first generation down south, they got it cracking. The other dudes is influenced by them, right? So the second generation south niggas, most of them didn't have the Crippin influence directly from Cali. They had it from their homies who might not got it right. So when that second generation came around, the connection, they wasn't all the way connected with the politics, and they politics grew to their environment because they was left by theyself like that, and just they first generation homies who may have got the game watered down or didn't pass it down correctly to everybody. It wasn't clearly understood because niggas is dying and going to jail. You feel me?
All respect to Cali, man. We don't got no beef with no Cali nigga. Please don't be putting on this internet war, Texas Crip versus Cali Crips. Cause that's all I've been seeing. And guess who in the middle? OG Percy. I don't want no smoke like that. I woke up and seen about 12 California bloggers, even Spider Low. Got me on his shit. But guess what? But ain't nobody got me on there for the right reason. Cause guess what I learned about Crip niggas? They always get the mess, but they never get the message.
Oh nah, it ain't no beef. It ain't no beef at all. You feel me? Niggas is just politicking for unification. Niggas just want to politic. It's just like, if you got a best friend, you just want them to be on what you on and how you rock it. You know what I'm saying? You like to hang out with the females, go to the sessions, the beaches, you know, you like the party, club, whatever, like. You gonna want your homie to be on that with you because you want them riding shotgun with you. You know what I'm saying? You gonna want the homie to rock what you rock and like the same thing you like. You know what I'm saying? You a Laker fan, you a Rockets fan, you a Knicks fan. You gonna hope the homie room for that too. Let's go to this game. Like, it's just whatever. You just want your homeboy that's right next to you. Y'all gotta understand that we like brothers, we twins, we think alike. That's why we pushing this. This our politics. This is how we rock. And not that simple and complicated. Niggas ain't got to have the same favorite teams or favorite clothes or whatever. But you want your homie to be rocking like you. It's like if we all claiming this, like this is what we own. This is what the majority of us own. So the outliers, we gonna try to bring y'all in like, nah, this is how we rock it. You feel me? Let me tie you up. So it's just like, say if you a fly boy gang, FBG, right? Say if you a fly boy. And your homie ain't fly, you gonna want to get them soft like, nah, this is how we dress, this is how we rocking, and I'll put this on Rocket. You know what I'm saying? We the fly boys. We rocking this. We rocking Javinci. You know what I'm saying? Amiri, like whatever. You know what I'm saying? You gonna want to put your mans on. So that's all it be. It's just like, nah, we just rocking like this. Ain't no beef. We just want y'all to rock like the rest of us rocking. So we don't look divided. You know what I'm saying? So people don't be confused about it.
Why y'all banging it like this? Y'all banging this shit on. Y'all got it the wrong way. I just showed you a young man got it hit all over. It ain't no such thing as the wrong way when it's your way. Hello? I'm gonna say this shit again. It ain't no such thing as the wrong way when it's your way of doing it. You understand me? Is anybody picking up on that?
Nah, I don't understand that, OG, when you are part of an organization of men. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you just a one-man army, then of course, if you just speaking from a man perspective, you a man, you gonna handle your business, take care of your family, your kids, whatever you standing on, that's different. But when you become a part of an organization and you represent something and you moving as a unit, it ain't your way. That's why we say, ain't no man bigger than the program. See, that's what I'm talking about. Nah, we don't see it that way.
Point you something. All due respect. We didn't get the Cali way, we got the Cali culture.
Make that make sense.
Make that make sense? The Cali wave, is Crippin. They go harder than what we do in there. We didn't catch them. We caught the culture. We bust out in the dickies we caught what y'all got. And I hope that y'all would respect us for let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all why we got the Cali culture. Because
hey, shout out to Toon TV, man. Your boy said, make that make sense. He said, hold on, make that make sense. Hold on, we gonna see what type of sense he gonna try to make of it. Let me hold up real quick. Let's see what he say.
Tell y'all why we got the Cali culture. Because niggas from Cali was false flagging coming everywhere around the United States after they leave California. They can go to a place like Big Spring, Texas, or Sulphur Spring, Texas,
right,
or something like that. And all you gotta do is yell, I'm a Cali nigga, and stand up like a Cali. And guess what? Niggas respect you out of Cali. Now, California people, please get the message, not the mess. If a Cali nigga came down there and spread his seeds down in a town, and that town caught on fire, that means that town respected y'all culture. Fort Worth respected the Cali culture. The wave was crazy. We couldn't join the wave because we didn't know the wave. The nigga that brung it down here got killed at an early age, y'all. He was a child. I can see a child putting something out there wrong as a child, 17 years old, cuz how you gonna put rules and tools in the street? Oh, you can put the tools out there. Guess what? When he put the coach on, he got killed at 17. He didn't get to be a Crip long. So
yeah, he didn't tell no lies right there though. I gotta agree with him on that. Like, we can't blame them for having it wrong. We can't blame y'all for having it wrong. That ain't even the point. I think the point for anybody else, really, like, it's just like, okay, we understand how y'all got it wrong. We understand how it could be being so far away, you know what I'm saying? Niggas been in their own environment 1,000 miles away. But what niggas is saying is when niggas tell you this, you supposed to accept the information because you the homie, this homie, the homie. You don't supposed to resist the information and be like, nah, I'm a South nigga, or we in Texas, you know what I'm saying? It ain't supposed to be like, oh, you from Hoover, you from 6-0, you know what I'm saying? You from A-Trey, you from Gray. This is what the politics the homies on, so this is what we on. We gonna stay in protocol. Right? That's what the problem is. Not, oh, you had it wrong and all y'all ain't real. It's like, we understand that, but nah, this how we doing it. It's like, nah, we ain't doing it like that. Then niggas just like, then what it is. You know what I'm saying? Or what it really is. Like, what we do it is. So you saying you not with the gang? Like, that's so like, not following protocol and not following politics is basically saying like, you not gang with the rest of the gang. That's all it be.
Because that's what Cali was. Who didn't want to be a Cali nigga? Who didn't want to be easy? Who didn't want to be an NWA nigga? Who didn't want to be? Nigga, Cali was the hottest thing on the world, yeah. And guess what? It spread it like wildfire, but I don't see nobody taking. But guess what? Texas, Fort Worth, we the Compton. What y'all call Compton in Cali? Well, in Texas, Fort Worth is the Compton. We picked it up and we ran with it that hard. That's why we was the first one city banging. But guess what? And we did it out of respect of Cali. We don't know nothing. We country niggas. It's easy for a Cali nigga to come on and turn a city up. And then y'all find out, oh man, that nigga give you again. Who turned the city up? This nigga right here turned us up. Then a Cali nigga him? Man, cuz whack, cuz ain't shit. How y'all supposed to be doing it? Now we looking stupid. But don't look at us as looking stupid, cuz just say that we
Again, ain't nobody looking at y'all like y'all looking stupid. It is looking like, okay, y'all just rejecting the information though. You know what I'm saying? We ain't looking at you stupid. We looking at you as being insubordinate. We understand you might not know all the politics. And y'all gotta understand, that's exactly what a gang is. It's a politic. It's a stance on certain morals and how you move and how you live in your life and what you live by and you'll die by, what you stand by and what you won't stand for. Know what I'm saying? That's the game, right? So that's just what it is. Nobody looking at y'all like y'all retarded country bunkers. It just seem like y'all more just like, fuck y'all politics. This our politics down here. So that's how niggas feel like, damn, so let's fuck what we own, but y'all claim the gang. Y'all claim the gang and it's cool, but y'all like, oh, fuck what y'all on. That's some Cali shit, but nigga, we supposed to be the homies. It's supposed to be some set shit. This supposed to be for the set. The set is first. Set out uno supposed to come first. Know what I'm saying? But it's all love. That's why it's just all this need is for a sit down. And that's all niggas want y'all to do. Just, we understand. Is you going to accept the new information that you given to from the set? Or you want to stay different? Now this is the thing. If you want to stay different and have your own thing, you can't be mad if a nigga look at you different. You can't complain about that then. But it's all love. We love y'all, man. I hope this. I'm happy Percy came out and said what he said. I understand it a little better where y'all coming from. What we just saying is just accept the new information and keep politicking with the gang. Y'all the guys, man. I showed y'all Buddha, he come from Tennessee. Like, out here in the West Coast, we all come from the South. We know that. All our grannies and grandmas is from the South. Like, we the same people. So why we can't be the same politics? Why we gotta be looked at as Cali niggas? Why we ain't family? That's banging the set though. But until then, man, it's Carter Gang and I'm out this thing, man. I'm gone.